Hello, everyone. We're live while Alia, Dr. Nelson, and I are in the background. It's a beautiful day. Kiltz Mighty Tribe, Instagram and YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn,
bunch of stuff.
YZ. I don't know.
I like XYZ.
I don't know anymore much of anything.
Except the fact that we're making 1,000 Kiltz health coaches and we want everyone to be involved in becoming a health coach.
And Kiltz Health Coaching, with leadership from Dr. Nelson, by the way, and Alia, gratitude, is those that have taken the course can audit it. And we're working to bring everyone as a volunteer coach. And then we're going to create Kiltz coaching community where we're going to enable everyone to get coaching from the Kiltz Mighty Tribe team that Dr. Nelson and Aaliyah have so masterfully helped build that course together. And I'm going to talk about glycobiome and mindset. Those are Kiltz's 2 entries in the course.
Love it. Love it. For round 2.
Yeah.
I love it. People need to learn about the glycobiome.
And what else?
Mindset.
Oh, okay.
Mind, meat, motion. And the meat can be salmon. I'm on salmon now.
I love that. I'm going to go on salmon.
Now we're still trying to decide whether or not should Kiltz go on a statin?
Okay.
And he walks off screen. Hello, everybody.
If you have any questions, put them in the chat. You were gonna say something, Alia.
I probably the same thing. Probably the same thing. Put your questions in the chat.
Okay.
I've been voraciously rereading Lipid Lunacy. and as always, Christ-based teachings. Those are my 2 currents. And whether or not, I'm on a 5-day fast. I'm having black coffee and water. And no cream, no butter. And I'm having my omega-3 cod liver oil, 1 tablespoon, my D3K2, ubiquinol, baby aspirin, and iodine. And I'm making sure I get live with Dr. Nelson and Leah every day. We're mastering new ideas every day.
We are. I love that. Can you read this question to Dr. Kiltz and Dr. Nelson?
What's the question?
Why, Papa Carnivore asked, why in the world will Dr. Kiltz, he's talking to someone else, Dr. Kiltz take a statin to live 3 or more days while experiencing brain fog, dementia, joint, and muscle pain? These are common side effects of statins.
Oh, I didn't say I'm taking a statin. I'm everyone says go on a statin. And I'm like, I'm doing all my other things. And Dr. Nelson and I are talking a little bit. I mean, are there values for some people? Maybe. And they wanted me to take 20 milligrams and I got 5 milligrams but I haven't taken it. And it's for a conversation and a discussion. And we're going to get David Diamond on to have a discussion with Kiltz and Nelson.
We should. I'm working on that. I've been in touch with him.
Yeah.
He's very busy right now, but he'll be on.
Well, what's the leading cause of death? Heart stops. That's the only cause of death. Your heart stops.
It's true.
Only cause.
I thought you were going to say being born. Leading cause of death.
Well, birth is a prerequisite to life.
Yeah.
But, some people say that there are a mighty number of zombies still roaming the earth with all of us.
Mm.
And let's see, we got Steve Marks, Sarah Franklin, Matthew Leo, and Jerry Griggs, Jennifer Bailey, DC Metro area. Where you at in this world today? Let us know that. What else do we want to know, Dr. Nelson?
I want to know everything.
I want to know everything.
Yeah, no, just put in the chat where you're watching from. And I'm fasting as well. I won't make it for 7 days because Saturday night we're gonna go out and celebrate my daughter's birthday ahead of time. So
well, this is a 5-day fast. If people want to do less or more, that's individual. And we're here to support fasting. What are the benefits of fasting? Why even do it?
I think it gives a break to the whole system. There is documented evidence that increases growth hormone and then autophagy, mitophagy, sort of gives the metabolic system a way to clean everything up without the interference of keep putting more food in. Like you said the other day, if you put a load of laundry to wash while you keep opening the door while it's running to put more, right?
Yeah, you got to give it a rest. The gut needs to rest, heal the glycocalyx, the glycobiome, and the liver needs to rest, and the pancreas needs to rest because they're digestive systems. And autophagy, basically, autophagy is always happening, but the problem is you just keep on throwing in a bunch of stuff that keeps poisoning the cellular milieu of our body, and so it does not get a chance to really clean the room, right?
Right.
So autophagy is critical. Mindset, master set, and fasting. Again, I recommend 1 meal a day. I recommend 2 to 3 days a month. I recommend 5 to 7 quarterly. But I think the 1 meal a day is one of the best things we can do. We're just eating too frequently. That may be one of the biggest problems, right? Thoughts on, you want to hit some of those?
I do. I want to say something
hit some
really
of those.
quick.
While we're talking, Aliyah, why don't you just throw it in there?
Okay, I'll do that. But first, I want to say, most likely on November 14th, if you're at Hack Your Health, or if you're not at Hack Your Health, we're going to do a KMT meetup. I'm not going to sell tickets. I just want people to put themselves on a reservation list, and everyone's going to pay their own way. We'll probably eat dinner at Texas de Brazil. So if you want to come and eat dinner with Dr. Kiltz, or you want me to sell tickets?
Yeah. Well, no. I think a lot of it is we'll just get our numbers that are going to be there.
Yeah.
But we have to, we're going to make reservations, and everyone pays their way.
Yeah.
It's an investment into the KMT, the tribe, and ultimately we are tribal. That is our nature.
When is the Scott Everson thing?
It's on Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to do it on Friday night. So, and I will double verify that his thing is on Saturday night. I have it noted on Saturday night. So, but come and eat dinner with me, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Nelson. We want to eat dinner with you guys. So, I'll get that list made and put on the website so you can just RSVP super easy. There you go. And Lewis says he's coming. Yay! Of course you're coming. Lewis is at our booth with us. He's one of the volunteers.
Yeah, and again, we're building our volunteer team members around the globe because this is a purpose and a cause to help our brothers and sisters. And again, it's keto carnivore. If you're not purely eating only meat, you're okay. You're welcome in the community. And I think a lot of this is softening the story, inclusive, And rather than polarizing, let's be a shining light to invite everyone in for healing. And oh my God, I had salmon. No, what did I have? I had tuna yesterday, and then I had salmon. I've been having salmon the last week. Is my new beef. Hashtag KMT. What's the gift today?
We're doing t-shirts. A t-shirt. Everybody in the KMT is eventually going to get a t-shirt, so we're doing t-shirts. Let's see. Michael Smith, where is Hack Your Health? And November 14th. So 14 through 16, Tampa Convention Center. You go to your website, Hack Your Health.
You go to drkiltz.com and get a link to Hack Your Health.
Yeah, you can do that also.
That's where you want to go. Go to drkiltz.com.
Go to drkiltz.com.
And get be there at Hack Your Health. Dr. Nelson, you going to be there?
I am going to be there.
And we're going to be, again, it's about inviting more and more people in the Kiltz Mighty Tribe for free. Wait a minute, we ask for your email address, and really we want to invite more and more people to this concept and idea for healing our brothers and sisters, healing humanity, being part of Healing Humanity movie, animal movie, and that's really the cause here for all of us. We want your experience, your knowledge, your story. It's the story, right?
Yeah. Can you guys not hear me? I've gotten a couple comments that I'm not loud enough, and I try not to, I could be very loud, so I'm trying not to be. But let me know if you can hear me.
I can hear fine.
Is Alia talking?
I think so. Michael Smith, what's the difference between I guess dry fasting and water fasting?
Well, so first of all, your body makes water as it makes proteins and as it burns acetyl-CoA. And so we drink too much water, but basically a dry fast is meaning you drink nothing, you eat nothing, you breathe air, you smile, you enjoy life, you get moving, you go to work. And the dry fasting and what's the book? The
Phoenix Protocol.
Thank you. Dunning. And read it. It's very interesting. I mean, I've done 3 days of dry fasting. I've done 15 days of water fasting. Dr. Boz has a sardine fast, and people have bone broth fast. But a fast means you don't eat, no calories technically, and people drink tea, coffee, water. But really, water, a dry fast is even that next level that's even harder. And when you do something hard, it gives you power and strength to do anything. That's one of the most amazing things that we should all be practicing. So how many days of dry fasting have you done, Dr. Nelson?
The longest I've done was not even 2 full days, 42 hours, I think.
Yes, that's pretty good. I mean, again, 99.9% of human beings eat food every day of their life. They drink something every day of their life. So it's very unusual for people to fast, but it is one of the most ancient spiritual mind mending and altering practices. And some people, I've done herbal teas. I was off coffee for 2.5 years, off caffeine, and amazing, but I'm back on. Let's see, Jonathan Resendis on Instagram. On Amazon, the comment section for the book Lipid Lunacy, someone had commented, as with any subject, I suggest folks also read the contradictory evidence like the book Cholesterol Truths. Yeah, I think we should read all of it and talk about all of it. And I don't know the answer. I mean, I'm not here. I think maybe that's part of this is a conversation. And oh my God, I had some broccoli last week. A bite, only one bite. I was like, someone said, "Oh, you got to eat this." I said, "Okay, I can eat it." I had a bite. That was it. And as a year and a half, Jonathan Resendez, as a year and a half carnivore, I don't want to read books on opposing arguments. Where it's a conversation. That's what we're in. We're in a conversation of life, right? Let's see. Steve Mark started a 3-day dry fast at 8 p.m. last night. Steve. Awesome. Let us know how it goes. And on the KMT community, we're really expanding and bringing in more of the volunteers that all of us are helping arm in arm raise the awareness of faith, fasting, carnivore, ketovore, and more positive shining lights every day, right? What other comments do we have in our YouTube StreamYard, Dr. Nelson?
Oh, Dr. Nelson, you can read this one.
If I wanted to throw 2 days of dry fasting into the fact, will you do it at the beginning or at the end? Oh, if you wanted to throw in 2 days of dry fasting, when will you do it? I personally, this is my opinion, it's not based on anything, but I would probably do the first 2 days. I'm drinking water today.
Yeah, I think going right into it is a good way to do it. Jonathan Resendez, I guess what I'm saying is it's hard to read opposing articles and books when something is working for you. But one of the things I've learned in life is that you must listen and read and get to know opposite ideas. And again, it's we're all open to all possibilities. That's what this is all about. And we're not closed-minded. We're open to the beauty of life.
I can answer this question. Larry Ryan, I missed the first Zoom call on Thursday night. What time are they? So Tuesday at 5:30 and Thursday at 5:30 Eastern. There you go. Jojo, Dr. Kiltz, are you eating salmon with your beef at one meal?
I'm just eating salmon and fish this right now. I'm actually not eating beef. Woo! Now my a little bit is I've my CSC score went up 100 points, maybe insignificant and maybe just an error of the test. My CT angiogram showed a little bit more plaque than I had 2 years ago, and I'm experimenting. And life is an experimentation. I do love salmon. I do love tuna and fish, but I do love beef. It's the best. And again, we need to be open to opposite ideas. Carnivore dessert, Kiltz ice cream made panna cotta, Greek yogurt, heavy cream, gelatin, pork origin. Hubby was so happy. Sounds good. Mm-hmm. This is from Renee Hewlett on Instagram. And I'm trying to get everyone on Instagram and our Kiltz Mighty Tribe, bring in your comments to our live stream Monday through Friday. I call it the 5 a.m. club, but it's 5 a.m. somewhere, but it actually is now at 6 a.m. Eastern time. But I like to call it the 5 a.m. Thank Dr. Kiltz, along with many other doctors like Barry, Saladino, Chafee. Need to make your ice cream again soon. Yeah, Jonathan. Again, I love my ice cream. Although Kathy is here at Healing Arts and CY Fertility in the morning, and she says maybe maybe I should be off my ice cream and butter and cream for a little bit. And I said, Dr. Nelson, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you certainly you eat whatever you want, but that advice is only based on the assumption that it's only cholesterol that causes the atherosclerosis. Now, dietary cholesterol and saturated fat, there is plenty of studies that have shown, good studies, meta-analysis that have shown that have no influence.
You got to read Lipid Lunacy. And I agree. Again, it's all a story. My grandmother lived 104, smoked Pall Malls, drank Manhattans. Do we know when and how any of us are going to die?
Nope.
Nope. And so I'm on a journey of exploration, not exploitation. And I love this journey we're on. Maybe I'm going to be done with red meat. I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think so. You're going to be a pescatarian. JJ, do carnivores really need to fast? Dr. Chafee mentioned that high insulin reduces autophagy. So just eating carnivore means we don't need to fast to get autophagy benefits.
Well, there are plenty of carnivores with high levels of insulin. So it depends where you are, in your journey. But that is correct. The information is correct. If you have high levels of insulin, the autophagy doesn't happen as readily. However, a lot of people, especially someone with diabetes, who's all the numbers haven't gotten back to where we want them, they're still maybe dealing with higher levels of insulin. So fasting is a turbocharge for helping with the decreasing levels of insulin. However, no, you don't. I don't think everybody needs to fast. If you don't want to fast, don't fast. Probably the regular restrictive hours of eating and eating once or twice a day achieve in the long run the same results.
Insulin is a digestive hormone enzyme molecule. If you don't eat, your insulin will go down. And so ultimately, not eating is one of the best things you can do to lower your insulin and boost your healing and autophagy. I mean, I think that's one of the areas in modern medicine we don't utilize, and we should utilize it much, much more.
Robin asks, are there any long-term studies that we can refer to on ketogenic diets? I had a person ask me about this yesterday.
I don't know. Go ahead, Dr. Nelson.
Repeat the question.
Long-term studies on ketogenic diet.
A little bit. There are plenty of studies. There's 100 years of studies of ketogenic diets. If you want a good reference for a place where it has a lot of them listed, the Society of Metabolic Health Practitioners has a page with a bunch of those listed. I'll find it in a second and post it for you.
NIH 2004 clinical cardiology, long-term effects of ketogenic diet in obese patients. There's one. 24 weeks.
Oopsie. Let's take the next question. Let's see.
I'm putting it. That one? I'm putting it in the chat. The reference page for the Society of Metabolic Health Practitioners, and it has a lot of studies, scientific papers listed specifically on ketogenic diets as it relates to many specific conditions.
A to Z, the A to Z study, Atkins, Zone, Total, Ornish, and most of them are for weight loss. But it's
There's plenty of studies not for weight loss as well. There's certainly.
But ultimately, there's only one study you need to do. Because that's the only way you're really going to know how you feel. And Dr. Nelson, maybe your experience and your comments, and how did you feel when you went from standard to a keto carnivore lifestyle?
Well, I reversed a bunch of stuff, loss of 100 pounds, which was not my main goal, by the way. I wanted to have better control of my diabetes, and along the way got rid of hypertension and a bunch of other maybe minor stuff. But it's been the best for me, and when I went carnivore, it was even better.
And ultimately, we're waiting for the ultimate study that says yes, it's okay, and your doctor to say yes, I highly recommend it. Although we are seeing more modern medical systems beginning to talk about ketogenic diet. We know that Dr. Hampton's practice, ketogenic diet is part of their system today, and I think that the ketogenic diet really should be our foundation in order to at least invite everyone to that segment, for sure.
So I put a link in the description for this page, but this is where the Society of Metabolic Health Practitioners has a list of references on scientific papers regarding many things. As you can see, general resources, metabolic disorders, neurological disorders, psychiatry, and so it is a long list. If we click, for example, on this page, there are hundreds listed there, if not thousands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you got to take a deep dive. It's there, but it is interesting. You're always going to find something like this. The ketogenic diet does not fulfill the criteria of a healthy diet. It presents the potential for rapid short-term reduction of body mass, triglycerides, hemoglobin A1C, and blood pressure. Its sufficiency for weight loss and the above-mentioned metabolic changes is not significant in long-term observations. Oh, wow. So,
and by the way, AI is a brainwashed plant-based.
It's been programmed that way.
All of it's been programmed. It keeps, every time I put something, it keeps sending me back. Oh, but you need the plants and the fruits because of vitamins, minerals, and you develop a lot of deficiencies on ketogenic diets or carnivore diet.
If I just tell AI that I'm allergic to all plants, all of a sudden it tells me the benefits of the carnivore diet, by the way. You just have to say you're allergic to plants and it'll stop trying to get you to eat them. Kelly asks, have any of you experimented with urine therapy as part of fasting? Oh, no. I don't think so. All right, next question. Dennis Ward, does salmon have fat in it, and are you eating it raw, Dr. Kiltz?
I eat it rare to raw, black and blue, like my steak. I slice up my tuna, I eat it raw, or seared, black and blue, with a little bit of salt, and perfect. And yeah, I think rare to raw is healthy for all of us. I think we overcook our food, and which melts away and renders the fat, which I think we're missing. I think that beef certainly has more fat in it than fish, because we're not eating the skin or the organs of the fish. We should. But have you had cod liver? Very good. I think our good friend Ken is a big cod liver guy.
And he's a sardine guy, if we're talking about Ken Berry.
And I think our sardine gal is Dr. Boz, right? Ketovore and Sunshine is a total game changer. Megan Butler on Kiltz Mighty Tribe. Let's see. Michael Durham from Lady Lake, Florida. Primary care doctor recommended a Vega no-fat diet yesterday after looking at my blood work results. Yeah, I disagree too. And again, it depends what you're reading, who you're listening to, right?
Right. Hulk 24. Dr. Kiltz, are we all just more aware of how we feel and act? I don't understand how it's 2025 and more people.
Are we all just more aware of how we feel and act? I don't understand how it's 2025 and more people haven't found this diet. Because we're massively brainwashed, masterfully manipulated by the mush masters. You hear it enough. Fruits and vegetables. Eat your fruits and vegetables. That and Mediterranean diet. Wouldn't you say, Dr. Nelson? That's our sort of our medical primary. I mean, that's it.
Yep.
Dr. Kiltz, I'm honored to make your ice cream yesterday. Oh my, it was delicious. This from Cookie Carter.
And by the way, you can use honey or fruit or allulose or stevia or cane sugar or beet sugar or no sugar. Just enjoy the beautiful sweet cream. That's what I love.
Awesome. King Neptune. He clarified it's black coffee. Could black coffee spike your sugar in the morning? Dr. Nelson.
And even black coffee in me spikes my blood sugar, not a lot, but a little bit, yes. So some people may have different results.
If you think about it, I mean, you're extracting the chemicals and the substances, and likely there's some sugar-like substances in that hot water extracted from the seed, right? And so we're going to get some out of it, right? It's like squeezing an orange in some way, right? You're going to get some out of it. And remember, sugar is soluble in water, right? What do you got there, Dr. Nelson?
LDL-C does not cause cardiovascular disease. A comprehensive review of the current literature. This was a study, a meta-analysis, I believe, from 2018. It's not new, but
yeah, I agree with that.
And by the way, I'm sure the cholesterol believers are going to find other studies proving maybe a different result. But there's plenty that this relates to, mostly dietary cholesterol and saturated fat. That has been pretty much debunked. Whether cholesterol is an associated risk for cardiovascular disease, probably, but it's so little compared to many other things, and it's kind of overblown the significance of it, I think.
Sonia Rami says there's been a lot of social media brainwash about the dangers of raw salmon and or sashimi due to parasites. President Fish, what do you think about it?
So I eat. Let me get rid of this.
I'll take it down.
I eat raw salmon and sashimi. What I do is when I buy the salmon, I freeze it for at least 4 weeks. My freezer gets below the temperatures that I recommended, and then I defrost it and eat it. If that decreases the chances of me getting a parasite from the fish, doesn't eliminate it. We can't eliminate all risks in our lives, right, Dr. Kiltz?
We're going to die.
We can try.
Your job is to make yourself the very best fertilizer. That's it. Just do it. And ultimately, what Ferrari lives for 1,000 years that gets used appropriately in life? None. Right. And so a little bit is we're just solar energy. It's a cycle of the universe, right? Energy. And why are we all so afraid of dying?
Probably because you lose everyone and everyone loses you. Maybe that's why people are afraid.
You lose nothing.
The communication with people.
No, it's spiritual. It's energetic. It's vibratory. It's electromolecular energy. That's what the universe is. It's all a communicator of all things.
I agree. Yeah. I'm just saying why people might be afraid. Well,
right. And I'm telling you why you shouldn't be afraid. But I mean, You're afraid of something that is absolute true going to happen to you, right?
Yeah.
You're afraid of something that's normal and natural for all things, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe the conversation has to be the opposite. We have to talk about the beauty of life and death, the beauty and the experience, and the opening up to new experiences, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we spend too much time on fear and not enough on faith. The power of positive thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, faith is more powerful than anything. The belief in the thing you wish for as if it already is. And so this idea that science, I mean, has science saved our lives?
No.
Actually,
Right?
It has.
It has?
Well,
yeah, sure. Some science has.
I can tell you I would have died with antibiotics more than once.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, again, you can only theorize that truth, but it's not a truth because you didn't die. But you're right. I think modern science and medicine has helped us tremendously, but it's also at what cost hurt us immensely. I mean, ultimately, we're small tribal. We become in these large groups, which exposes all of us to parasites.
Is this how this all started, the parasite conversation?
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, it is less is best. Have faith in God within all of us. Be nice. Compassionate, caring. Be a beacon of light to attract and bring people together rather than the opposite. What's that question or comment?
Chuck, I believe the alcohol time to time affects the liver, which affects the CAT. Use activated charcoal for 1 week after alcohol. Do you really need the wine, beer, drink? We care, no judgment.
Well, whiskey, wine, and beer of any significance or frequency could be harmful for you, but one bad drink could take you down. And alcohol has been known to have toxicity in it that have been known to kill people meth.
We do know it's a poison, so
Methane.
you want to drink it, even if it's once in a while, you can, you can do it, but you pay the consequences every time you want to do that treat.
I mean, fermentation and methane is harmful for us.
Yeah.
And so, maybe that's part of our problem. Again, it's all the time rather than sometimes is part of our problem. I mean,
That's
beer, I'm sorry, bread. Okay, have some bread sometimes. And so, but it is a toxin that can be harmful one time. Cocaine, one time. Heroin, one time.
All of that can kill you.
Marijuana? Is marijuana good for us, Dr. Nelson?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I don't know. I don't know if the risks and benefits, there's a positive benefit for its use. I think if you're using it as a medicinal help and it's giving you the help you want, well, but
Well, sugar was initially a medicinal medicine, and so it was expensive. I mean, think about all the medicines that are so expensive. But once they become commonplace, more easily produced, price comes down. I mean, sugar is the leading cause of all of our damage and disease in the world because we consume it every day.
in excess.
Rather than a treat from time to time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There's a question here for you, Dr. Kiltz, being that you have experienced this. Will ketogenic diet or carnivore diet prevent or help with kidney stones?
Well, I suffered from kidney stones, bowel bleeding, bladder bleeding for years. And when I went keto, it got better, but carnivore, it went away. Now, I didn't really do keto without spinach. So had I done keto without spinach and the oxalates, a low oxalate, our good friend Sally Norton diet, maybe I would have improved tremendously. But I think keto and carnivore in a low oxalate to no oxalate diet could be very helpful. And I haven't, knock on wood, as they say, I haven't had a problem in over 15 years.
By the way, she's with us tomorrow, right, Alia? 3 p.m.
Who?
Sally?
Yes, Sally is tomorrow. I will make sure she gets the link today. Everyone's talking about pot now. Not everybody, but people are bringing up pot and marijuana. And I just want to say, like, if you Google it, or even ask AI, you're going to find all sorts of things about how it screws up fertility. So I don't know why we want to do things that screw up our fertility. And
the birth control pill. What does the birth control do to your fertility?
Oh, it screws it up. Long-term use totally screws up your fertility.
How about IUDs? I mean, all these things that we've created. I mean, marijuana is medicinal, but it's medicinal in small amounts from time to time, herbally under the right context. But we're now using it in a way that I think is incorrect. Modern medicine has really plopped into how do we make more money and make more people addicted to substances that they don't need and are harmful.
Yeah. Like Susie here is saying she used it during chemotherapy. She didn't smoke it. I don't know what RSO is, but she didn't have it before or after, but I'm glad it helped her with her chemo.
Well, it's used for well, there's another problem. Interesting. that it's given to help people with their GI upset so they can eat food. But in reality, fasting might be the very best thing they could do anyway.
Let's get some more questions. All right. Elke, what nature of things about highly processed food, not carnivore program, but it sure did show the negative side of highly processed food. There you go.
Whether you're carnivore or not, ultra processed foods are, I mean, there's all kinds of evidence that they're just bad. So anything that comes in a box, a bag, or a can, you shouldn't be eating. Whole foods,
unless it's Kiltz vitamin supplement or electrolyte mix. We got some new electrolyte mixes coming soon. But you're right. Now, interesting.
I do have some electrolytes here in my water.
I haven't taken supplements except my organ meats. But despite that, my vitamin D was low. So now I'm on vitamin D and vitamin K, and I'm being more diligent in my habits and my salmon. Again, I'm on a fish find right now, and we'll see. And again, it's all an experiment, isn't it? I'm not sure any of our, I mean, we create our content to help guide us, but is there, like, there's a disclaimer in all of it, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Kiltz, what are your HDL triglycerides ratio, if you recall?
I have no idea. They're fine. My HDL triglyceride ratio is fine, but my LDL is high. So again, it's I'm not trying to affect my lipid panel. I don't care about it. Simply playing with the glycocalyx and the inflammation, maybe. But again, what is someone who's a purist? They're all going to die, right? And the last I looked, we have not shown one bit to prove how and when you're going to die and of what. But we're in the area of working on our health and wellness. So these are conversations that Dr. Nelson and I, along with Ali and all of you, are here to share your stories. Does the Bible have a disclaimer, by the way?
No. but medical drugs do.
Well, all science and medicine, again, there's a disclaimer. But the Bible, God didn't put a disclaimer there.
Yeah. I've been recently reading it in Spanish. It's very hard. My kids want me to read it. So I've been reading it in Spanish, Dr. Nelson.
All languages. I love it.
Sharon McCabe, I talked to owner cook of pork rinds. He assured me pork rinds are boiled first and cooked in oil. Tallow is too expensive. He said ingredients of oil are implied, not listed.
Well, again, so are pork rinds good for you? You boiled them. What happens when you boil in oil? You render out the fat. Now it's the glycocalyx. It's the glycoproteins which you're eating, which all require insulin and a liver to convert them to fat. And again, why do we want to eat pork rinds? Because we like crackers.
Yeah, we like the crunch.
We like the crunch. That's it.
Elke, what about canned salmon?
Sure.
Sure.
Canned salmon, I mean, packed in olive oil. Again, but it's sort of like, when was the last time I used to fish? My brother and I fished every day. We dug for clams every day. when we were kids in Newport Beach area in Southern California, and we ate that. That's what we ate every day, and it was the best. Let's see here. I've got I'm a 2-year carnivore, and I've just started a 7-day fast. When you're completed your 7-day fast, what's the first meal you have? Lukey Godard. I usually have some eggs, some bone broth. That's my usual. Although I will sometimes do the Dr. Nelson, a ribeye steak, and I enjoy that too sometimes. But now I'm sort of on to the bone broth or meat stock and a little bit of egg drop. APOB and how carnivore makes it better or worse. APOB?
ApoB.
Apple.
Lipoprotein B.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson, for Kiltz. It's like my dyslexia and putting it all together. Someone came up to me. I was at Mirbeau the other day, and someone said, "Hey, Rob, how you doing?" I said, "I'm great." I couldn't remember her name. And then like 5 hours later, I was like, "Oh, Sue." It's like it takes so long to find it. It's like a house with like that you just stored. You save everything. You got to get rid of something. You want to ApoB? What are your thoughts on that in carnivore, Dr. Nelson?
It took a whole class to talk about that and all the cholesterol in our course, but there is one molecule of ApoB that is attached to every atherogenic lipoprotein, and that includes the very low density lipoprotein, VLDL, LDLs, ILDL, and everything in between. Each has one ApoB, okay? And when you do a NMR or advanced lipid panel, you can count them. That is thought to correlate better with atherogenicity than just the LDL-C. That's the story of the ApoB.
Our ability to answer the absolutes are not so simple. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Sorry. So think of a Amazon Prime truck that just comes out of the warehouse and it's packed with merchandise. And as it begins to distribute its merchandise, it changes from a VLDL to an LDL to an HDL without ever going back to the liver and changing who and what it is. It's just been dropping off its contents, and now it's gotten rid of a lot of the lipids and the cholesterol, and it's left with a high density. It's more proteinaceous now, and it's basically the core truck. Now it goes back to the liver and gets repurposed and filled up again.
So that's what happens with the VLDL, goes to ILDL, LDL, but HDL are different trucks that come for pickup.
Well, but I'm suspecting that they're all part of the same particles. I'm sharing a little different idea that still doesn't take away from their whatever we think in their pathology, which I don't know that I agree with that. But think about it. If you're eating 3 to 6 meals a day, you're constantly making glycolipoproteins in the liver, and they're being shipped out. And would you say in general that a 3 to 6 meals a day eater for 20, 40, 60, 80 years has a higher risk of cardiovascular disease and diabetes?
Yeah.
Right. So that's why simply changing to one meal a day, doing more fasting, may be one of the best things you can do on your healing journey. That maybe it's not strictly, you can hit the button, Alia.
Okay,
maybe again these specifics but what's the best way to learn about all these things, Dr. Nelson?
Oh, there is a certification course you can take.
Kiltz Mighty Tribe course, right?
Yeah.
The Kiltz Mighty Tribe course. And our good friend Sergio Mopa, Rick, the Iguana Man.
Finally, because he was just telling me he never sees his name pop up. So good job, Rick. You made that happen.
So here, Rachel Schaefer says her mom is keto 3.5 years, heart attack this week, same artery clogged as 3 years ago when had her first heart attack, always had high LDL, still have 80 to 60% blockage in another artery. Why did this?
So you mentioned 3 years ago, artery was clogged, the same artery, and she's been ketogenic for 3 years. Definitely the diet didn't cause this. All her previous life caused it. Now, atherosclerosis is multifactorial. There are multiple different risks. I don't know if anyone has the final answer yet.
Does carnivore keto mean you're not going to get sick and die of something, and the most common things are still the most common things?
Yes.
And ultimately, we don't really know the right diet, but certainly the keto and carnivore lifestyle with faith and fasting tossed into it has seemed to enable me to feel better. And we see so many people that living the lifestyle will help. But our good friend Alex passed of cardiovascular disease not long ago, a carnivore from England. And so, again, when and what Kiltz is going to pass on with, don't know. But I'm making myself the very best fuel and food and fertilizer for the next life form. Well, any other questions or comments we have
I
here?
think there's a couple.
Christopher Ovard, I'm not dry fasting, by the way. I'm doing my water fasting. I'm doing black coffee, water, and I'm taking my omega-3s, my organ meat supplements, and I'm not eating them. I'm having my 3 and my vitamins, and that's it. And so, is it too late to sign up for the new Kiltz course?
No, nope, not too late. Not too late.
So same price from day 1 to day 0, by the way. All right.
Okay, good.
Same price, and it's under $500.
Yep.
That you gain the knowledge that we believe all of us should have. And once you're a member, once you've had the course, you can audit it and help be a teacher on it and help share the word. And we're going to keep on growing with it and changing it. And we're going to throw in. Can I throw in the glycobiome, Dr. Nelson?
We'll have to talk about that.
All right, it's up to Dr. Nelson and Alia, but at least maybe I'll throw it in on my mindset, masterful. And what am I talking about at Hack Your Health?
You're talking about fertility, PCOS, and how it's related to our toxic diet.
Which I'm talking about. I'm talking about a reproductive lifestyle for all of us.
That's right.
All of us. It's not just for people who are trying to get pregnant, have a baby. It's for everyone. And that's so important. And I'm going to talk about the mindset, the glycocalyx, and all of these things. So it's really, really good. And so go to drkiltz.com, drkiltz.com, and it's Ali at drkiltz.com and Dr. Nelson at drkiltz.com, and all of us can be found at, what am I, Dr. Kiltz at drkiltz.com?
We need to get you that email. You're our Kiltz at CNY Fertility.
No, it's got to be at drkiltz.com.
I will get that
all
email made.
one. It's
yeah, I will get
one.
that email made.
And Dr. Nelson, there's so many great comments coming through, people enjoying it. But there are also some comments that say, hey, why don't you do this or this or this? We're taking all that into account and going to help make it better and better and better. Whole intention is that you're in charge of your healthcare. Your job is to learn and then teach your doctor some new ideas. Right, doctor?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess that's time. It's that
Signing
time
off
again.
for the day. And
Bye.
I'm doing a water fast, coffee fast, and that's it. I love you, everyone. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Have a good
Zoom
day.
call tonight, 5:30 p.m. Zoom call tonight. See y'all
5
later. Bye.
p.m. Who's on? Who's on?
Natasha Baz.
All right.
Baz.
Awesome.
All
Awesome.
right. See you guys later.
And
Oh,
Sally tomorrow afternoon. Sally
That's right.
Norton.
Exactly. Goodbye, everybody.